Hello, this is Colin, and on today's tea, I'll be reviewing the third and the last of the teas that was sent to me by Mr. D. Blake Wirtz down in North Carolina, who sent me samples of teas from South Carolina. And as I've been discussing this, there is indeed an actual tea plantation in the United States on one of the islands off South Carolina. This area has the advantage of having hot, humid, and wet conditions with sandy soil which drains the water. So that's what tea likes, is it likes hot, humid, wet conditions, but it likes the water to be drained off. So once again, we have the very basic teas. The teas he sent, they're very basic teas. And this is Island Green, which is remarkably green color. So green. It's like an Irish green. Anyway, so of course, it's South Carolina green tea, grown green tea, but of course, as we all know, tea itself, there's no black tea plant, or green tea plant. It all comes from one plant, and it's simply the way you prepare it. So, opening this up, giving it a smell, certainly has a very nice grassy, bright grassy smell. And I was actually rather intrigued because it's hard to see here, but the tea itself is in tiny fragments. It's almost like a CTC tea, one you might expect in a tea bag or something. Not exactly sure why it's broken down so small. Perhaps it helps with the steeping. So I made up a batch. Here we are. And let's give it a taste. Now, I'll be the first to admit I'm not an expert on green teas, but this one reminds me somewhat of Japanese teas, like a sencha tea, sort of a nice, bright, grassy taste. Slight sweetness, perhaps, but it's very nice. It's very nice as a basic green tea. Now, of course, some people may ask, these American classic teas, would I be drinking them if they weren't American, if it wasn't for the novelty, the sheer novelty of having an American tea plantation? Would I be paying attention to these teas, and would I be drinking them? And I think, yes, actually, I would be drinking them because, as I have said, for the Earl Grey, Governor's Grey, pardon, and for the Charlotte Breakfast, they're basic teas, but very good teas, actually. I must say, I think my favorite is the Governor's Grey, which it doesn't list it on the package, but it's still somewhere I think to detect some cream taste to it. Maybe it's just my imagination. But no, these are good, solid, robust teas, and I think you would be well served to give them a try. Particularly our American friends. It's your patriotic duty, USA, USA. Anywho, I'd like to thank Mr. Wirtz once more, and cheers.